on that level?
Is
shit.
that what he said?
Yeah, I'm seeing
It's called expansion creep.
Yeah, I'm seeing I'm seeing 199 on Discord.
What's the 42nd? I could believe that looking at this list, but
Yeah, it goes outside of the third level at the top. Yeah, it's 199 total. There's
Okay.
200 lines.
okay.
Nice.
What's the 42nd?
42nd is
What?
create food and water.
We got scammed.
Yeah, feed 3 humans or 1 horse per level.
Nice.
We got fucking scammed.
It's like, this is useless.
We bring it back to our party of like other immortals. This is worse than useless.
I mean, there are non-immortals there. They could use it.
Yes, they can use it. Mm-hmm.
That's fair. Anyways,
Here you go.
fuck.
I mean, they'll probably honestly use it to make water, because the water is made just like clean rainwater and doesn't go bad after 24 hours.
It was to feed the stone horse.
Well, I was saying, yeah, if we take that scroll back to camp, they'd just be like, we can use this to make a ton of water.
Mm.
Oh god. Fuck, I wrote some things in the chat, but I'm not sure if I wrote everything down.
Let's see, enough water for...
The thing we think put was the breastplate vanishing.
Yeah, so that would be 3 humans per level, so that'd be water for 15 humans for a day. I mean, that's a reasonable amount.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, what do we get? Create food and water. Well, fuck. That's probably like the only ones that's not going to be useful.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure we could even use a scroll of skeleton crew.
Probably.
I mean, considering we just met a ghost captain, it might be more than likely.
It's like, wait, let's say it's skulls and shackles.
Skeleton crew is a great spell, and it's technically, while necromancy and raising the dead, it is not evil. It does not have the evil descriptor.
Well, it's the Skulls and Shackles campaign now. We can't fucking escape it.
Yeah, like I said,
Do is to fade to black like you're getting shanghaied in Skulls and Shackles, and instead you wake up on a cart going to Helgen. Because I'm sure if I looked hard enough, I could find someone that's converted Skyrim to at least 5th edition, if not Pathfinder.
I mean, isn't that basically like direct conversion?
I mean, 5th edition, from what I saw, has like a shit ton of homebrew for basically everything, so for Skyrim,
That's
I
why I
wouldn't
said
be
that, yeah.
surprised.
There's a fucking homebrew for D&D 5th edition for fucking Mass Effect of all things. So
Yes,
I think Skyrim's gonna be on there.
Well, I meant like someone who's
Supposed to be
actually
a V conversion.
like statted out like the dragons and like the named NPCs and that kind of stuff.
D&D 5th edition Skyrim homebrew. I
And I
mean,
can convert from 5th edition to Pathfinder.
maybe not
Vice versa.
Skyrim, but there's definitely D&D 5th. Fuck. I mean,
Elder
there's like
Scrolls?
a Skyrim supplement, but there's also like general thing for Elder Scrolls in general. From what I found.
There's a Pathfinder 2nd edition conversion. What the fuck?
let's see, there's a... Well, it's not Skyrim, but it is Elder Scrolls one.
Yeah, that's one I found.
Yeah.
Fucking
Anyways.
2nd edition. Okay, then.
Fuck, I need to... I won't be doing the freaking costs for now, but I need to like copy into handout because I will forget what you guys got.
It is kind of funny how Skyrim does open up like one of your typical D&D games.
Basically, all the Elder Scrolls do.
Yeah.
Notice that all the Elder Scrolls game, you wake up in some sort of, wake up as a prisoner of some sort.
Yeah.
They do that on purpose, so you don't actually have to have a backstory. You can just make your own.
Like, what are you being arrested for? Horse raping.
Oh my god.
Killing the Emperor.
That jumped from 0 to 100 really quick.
I think those were potions.
It was L's wisdom and displacement.
Yeah, then Camelon reaction or action was a ring, and then stuff of Eidolons.
I think our stealthy boy might like that ring.
And then breastplate of fucking
Vanishing.
vanishing.
I need to stop looking through stuff.
It's like I could technically use the scroll in the staff because I do have UMD. My UMD is just shit.
Okay.
I really.
I think I didn't miss anything. Hopefully.
Golem manual.
There is? Yeah, but that was the first wondrous item.
The scroll of food and water.
Oh, the cleric thing, right. A scroll of food and water, and that was 3rd level, I think.
Yes.
Yep.
Alright. Okay, I updated it, so hopefully there should be everything.
If we wanted to make it really bad, I could have technically done all the 1st and 2nd incantrips as well, but made as a 3rd level scroll. But I did not want to do that because that would be way too many spells.
Yeah, seeing what there is, I think my idea is, because again, this is something that was gonna be different depending on what you've found, what you've picked, that this is an ancient, like looking very fucking old, like we are talking about thousands of years here, very old, hidden tomb of a knight that has some oriental undertones. And the idea that I mean, what comes after around my mind, because again, you guys might have like a better idea for this, is that you would find this during one of your rests, as traveling during the night and the weather in the mountains is mostly snowy. Then obviously, as you like find a cave to rest for a night, after you obviously like check out the surrounding area and ensure that at least this cave does not have anything that would try to eat you. Yeah, you would notice that there's some cracks in one of the walls, and then that would reveal that due to the passage of time, the structure that was here many years ago was, you know, kind of slightly collapsed, and then exploring that would reveal an oriental-looking tomb with the gifts and like items that somehow still maintained their magical strength. They were like not rusty, but there was like a lot of dust and webs, but they retained their.
So I had an idea that the stone horse in Banner might be like a statue of the knight. Like it could possibly, like, since it's not magical, be like weathered beyond all recognition, but it's like holding the staff and on the horse.
Yeah, that's a very good idea, because that's clearly this tomb is like this in old school of like we are respecting this this guy. And
We're clearly not, as we robbed blind.
It could be like holding all of the stuff basically, and we just kind of like rob the statue.
yeah, kind of like you know, pharaohs of old, where they were being buried with the gold and riches, and yeah, this is like similar thing. Also, if you want to roll, you can make knowledge. Knowledge history definitely. I'm thinking if something else would also apply.
Nobility perhaps.
Okay. With that history check, one thing definitely. Oh, I know, because would it be possible to read you any like thing? Definitely linguistic check. Would also be useful. Okay. So with that checks, first two important pieces of information. One of them, as I mentioned, that the tomb itself and the items have like slightly oriental like aesthetics to them. You were apparently for this specific case, you remember that piece of knowledge. You recall, like you know, Azure Empire, that well, they have the like oriental aesthetics, and they basically people there like Asian XPs and kinda XPs of the Tieren from Pathfinder. Hold on, how they are called? Not
yeah,
Tieren, Tian.
Yeah.
Tian. However, there's like a small discrepancy because the earliest like historical dates of the Azure Empire as it like existed, they go back like, if you like push it, maybe like 1500 years. This place here is much older. And second piece of information with that history, something to consider, you do know that while the battle 300 years ago, as the world managed to destroy the shackles that bound it, and due to the actions of the heroes and the guild, the purgatory, as it once was called, your world has been reconnected to the greater multiverse. However, there are some, maybe not in detail, but there is like this general common knowledge that this was not the first try, this was the first successful attempt. And there are some theories like how far the history of the world goes, and that there definitely had to be at least some other tries, like every few thousand years or something along those lines, and when they failed, obviously some sort of like punishment and destruction was happening. So who knows? And with that linguistic, something to consider. And with that linguistic, I would say you are able to like pick off the meaning and like the old common language that says, here lies Hiraguchi Kijiro, a knight, a man of honor, a husband, a hero.
Nifty.
Could you write that name down?
Azric's like looking at this, it's like, huh, this is interesting, as he's like pulling
Yeah.
like the breastplate off of his statue.
Yeah.
Fine.
Circle's like trying to pull the freaking backpack off his, like, what did you say? This is a problem when you have a loot goblin party.
I mean, it's like a free real estate, because as far as you can see, there are no
Traps or anything.
there are no traps. This place apparently is not haunted, and whatever madness is taking the rest of the island, apparently it left that place alone. Maybe because it was like completely forgotten and hidden due to the passage of time.
Maybe it's sanctified. Who knows?
Maybe.
Speaking of defiling and sanctifying, man, I should have made a necromancer. Just we come across the tomb like this of some ancient hero. I'm going to use Create Undead to turn him into a skeletal champion. I mean, what?
Yeah, that's such a necromancer thing to do. Oh, look at this badass hero. Would be a shame if someone were to like, give him a second chance at life. Mm.
The annoying thing is, I've been legitimately looking at War Priest, and I really want to play it, but I don't have an excuse to.
Hmm. And I want to play a cavalier. I'm sorry to say.
I'm sure Matt might not be happy if I play Necromancer, so I won't do that.
And I feel the same about playing a cavalier, but I promise it would
I'm
be
gonna
cheesy
put
cavalier.
for what you are saying. I have only one reaction. I'm posting it on Discord channel. This is what I'm gonna say.
I mean, the bright side is that War Priest has no such negative connotations. I just can't think of an excuse to play one.
Nice. Absolutely scammed.
Okay. If you don't want to do anything else around that place, we may proceed with another day as you are continuing.
Well, if we do have, if there's some candles around the church with, lighting candle or maybe some incense around the grave.
I mean, you managed to
That would
spot
be
that there
suspect.
was like a stone-like carved place to do that. However, clearly this place has not seen any life for many years.
Yeah.
However, if you want to do that, then that's definitely possible, and that will be a nice gesture. I mean.
Yeah, maybe not go as far as to pray for his soul, but I'm guessing by should the has 24 hours passed yet?
Yeah, I mean, depending on how you want to play it, it might be like they already passed or they are gonna be passing around now. We can like adjust it a little bit for what makes more sense, and if you want to like do anything with that.
Sure. Just gonna die a few minutes. Right, when that is over and done with.
Okay, and the Coron the same can like take off the negative level, because he would also like pass away for like 2d6 minutes, and then return fully rejuvenated. With that method of resurrection, for now, I'm gonna say neither of you get any more visions.
That good or bad?
At least for now.
Alright, question is, have we rested all?
Yeah, sure.
Alright.
Yeah, you get full rest.
Alright, I was trying to figure out my when I get my rages back.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, you are definitely getting closer, but there's still a little bit of journey awaiting you. And now, as you are in the mountains, yeah, the DC will get higher once more. Okay. But should nothing happen, this will be the last thing. Okay. So now, and I'm gonna say, because this is like mountains, machete will not help. And the DC for this survival is 25. As there is a possibility of some dangerous creatures being on and about. And I'm gonna say that it's even possible that you might like hear faint echoes echoing throughout the valleys and mountain passes, clearly indicating that yeah, there is something living in here that might not be exactly friendly. So
It's Saruman!
whoever wants to lead the
Okay.
survival efforts, you can make survival check, and DC is 25.
I will assist specifically on whoever rolls the highest.
Yeah, that's pretty much my mentality.
Sure, let's roll a survival and try to assist as well.
I'll go for
Hey,
it. I will try
just
to
enough
assist.
to assist. Oh,
My luck's
dear.
been awful today.
There you go.
Alright, still waiting for my roll. Wow.
Alright, so we're all helping
Azrak.
Azra. Yep.
How about Azrak?
It's like, I've been here before. Everyone looks to be like, wait, what? It was in
Oh,
a dream.
Okay.
Did you fight the mountain?
For this.
He
was
tried.
the mountain.
He certainly did.
God
He
damn.
certainly tried.
Actually, fuck it. Depending on what you want. Really? Again? Fucking avalanche? Okay, so you got... I'm gonna imagine you're gonna pick this thing. That I will have to fucking... Because I have a map for it, I think. Shit. Okay, so to give you like a brief overview as a player, what you'll be able to find. You have like a very good luck with searching, with finding hidden caches of power or information, or places of power, even if like that is fleeting. Because the higher option, because the lower is again fucking avalanche, but the higher option is finding something akin to like abandoned temple / sanctuary in the mountains that on one hand will be able to act as a staging ground for further explorations, so it is possible to turn that place into like a safe house, for a lack of better word. And yeah, there's possibility that there might be information there. There will be like a lower leveled being sealed, but hold on, I need to like upload this this stuff because I'm pretty sure I have the freaking picture for that. Not picture, but yeah, this thing. Actually, in the meantime, if you want to, you can... Oh shit. What would be the role for that? Oh, that's why I needed the fucking map. Fuck. Then give me a second. Oh, I need to like. Okay, in the meantime, if you like want to perhaps have a guess what might be living in these mountains, like what sort of sounds you are hearing, you can make perception check. Perception checks rather, because temple 16 by 23. Ups and backgrounds. Motherfucker.
Meow.
Okay.
Meow.
I got that.
Moo.
17, 14, 23. Okay, so I'm gonna say, like, what... When I'm saying, like, what else lives in these mountains, then I'm gonna say what was the possibility of what sort of creatures you could potentially stumble on your way. I need to, like, double check. Does Yeti count as a giant?
No, I believe it's just a monstrous humanoid.
Yeah, monstrous humanoid.
Because giants are humanoids.
Which leads to rather
Okay.
funny cheese. Mm.
Harpy.
Including trolls are giant kid and are humanoids, not monstrous.
Monstrous humanoid.
League to
okay.
carving your stomach open and casting augury at level 1.
I remember the thing you explained to me with the. Was it with the? I think it was with the troll, yeah, because of the regeneration.
Well, it is a troll feat, but you can get it as a human.
Oh, right, that was the cheese part.
It's technically survivable at level 1 if you roll minimum.
Okay, so know that in terms of like the enemy types that were looking about, and you had a chance of potentially stumbling on their way because their mountains make their homes. Yeah, wild, definitely like dire animals, monstrous humanoids, giants, and I think if you were to try figure out from the sounds, or maybe even like you find perhaps like a old marks of them, then I guess it would for figuring out which specifically, then I guess it would fall under specific knowledge checks, which monstrous humanoids fall under nature, surprisingly enough, and giants fall under the same?
It'd be local for giants. Because they're humanoid.
Oh, humanoids, okay. If anyone wants to make those checks, they can. If not, then that's fine too. Because yeah, that would be nature and local for monstrous humanoids and humanoids.
People always
Local.
forget local is quite useful.
It's just, it's not very indicative of, what it means.
Yes.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Let's see with those rolls. Okay, so with that 17, and probably, let's say, maybe you like doing some brainstorming, so I'm gonna say like maybe that 12 from Cherry counts as an 8, for example. You know that when I say monstrous humanoids, the potential was for Yetis and Winter Wolves, specifically. I'm checking, yeah, Yetis and Winter Wolves. As for knowledge local, Frost Giants.
Frost giant. Mm.
If I had £1 for every time Yetis appeared in my games, I'd have £2, but it's with it's happened twice.
Is it time for you to die twice to Yetis so I can go? If I have a time for one of my members die to a bunch of Yetis.
I mean, I just looked at what Viking creature works for a cold environment, and I'm like, oh, cool, Yeti, okay.
Yeah, no. Nothing
Might as
wrong
well-
with it.
Might as well
Just
go for
memeing.
that.
But will this be the snow cone giving Yeti?
Is that a reference to something?
I think you guys never seen Monsters Inc.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that was fucking years ago.
I was just making a reference to our Jade Regent campaign. That was a fun time. Where we got fucking ambushed by a whole fucking tribe of Yetis.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
remember that. Where you died, but you wanted to play your character again, so you came back to life.
Yes.
Well, I deliberately left it vague for exactly that reason.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, you are right.
Ah, fuck, I don't have time to do the dynamic lightning thing.
The hell's a spine dragon?
So again, I think
is it
with
called a
this particular thing, I would say that, because I think how would you like decide to go into this? That maybe this was like also before you got to this side, this temple coming from this side. It was like another night of rest, trying to find a place of like to recuperate. Despite the fact that weather was actually kinda okay, there is no like a raging blizzard, but there was still like a snow falling. Compared to the last place, and also obviously there is no like living soul around, and how to explain? I'm gonna say like basically you can find this place because of the like good survival check, and there was like somewhat hidden, so it was possible that no one else managed to like stumble upon it previously. However, this place looks less ancient than the tomb, and it actually looks like it was used. But how would that be? Because I know in 5th edition it would be like investigation. Here I'd say it would be like a normal perception.
I also think that would fall under knowledge engineering.
Oh. Let me double check.
I'm checking for sure, but
Engineering. Buildings.
determine a structure's age or style or age would be engineering 15.
Oh, how old this place is. But I was thinking more about like which skill check would be for figuring out how, like, if this place was being used in the last like.
That would probably be survival for tracking and that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That would make sense.
Yeah, because generally in short, you stumble upon a sort of place that looks kind of like a temple, like a place of worship.
Yeah, I'd say survival or perception. So there's that.
Okay.
Me and my mediocre modifiers, but not mediocre rolls.
Yeah, I mean that's good enough to figure out that while this place has not been used in the last month, and you probably, something tells you that it probably was stopped being used shortly before your arrival. And actually I need to fucking like, yeah, change something.
So many things that happened shortly before our arrival, but aren't happening now. An interesting coincidence, don't you think?
Dun dun dun.
Wait, that was 7. Okay, so that's 5. Okay. You also notice, because apart from the fact that there are some, essentially more or less what is on the map, you do notice that there's like a staircase leading upwards. However, the passage seems to be like there's no open way. There's like some sort of like door slash gate slash blockade.
Hmm.
Yeah, and you can like question if you like want to like investigate more, you can like move your tokens about. And also like if you like you'll be resting in this place, you can make knowledge planes check.
Sure. Oh well, this map is actually fairly smooth. What the fuck?
Oh, I'll show you smooth.
Smooth skin.
I mean,
It's because it's so small.
I mean, fucking hell. Maybe it depends. Maybe the shit is walking slower if the map is like just large in terms of like file size. I don't know.
Very possible.
What do you want, smooth skin?
Yeah, I will, after once again having a mediocre modifier but rolling high.
Yes, as it should be.
The nature of tabletop games. Well, what's your bonus? -1? What'd you get? 20? How the hell did you do that? No idea.
Or the classic where the one with the highest initiative modifier always goes last.
Yep.
Yeah, sounds alright. Not that I would know. I always go last.
That's because you always have the lowest initiative.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So,
So I'm the case of that's what you expect.
yeah.
If my
you get what
initiative
you
was
fucking
any
deserve.
lower, I would always go first.
Jim, I can't really say that. I used to go first a number of times back in the FFD20 stuff. So
Mhm.
yeah.
My initiative modifier is 0.
Oh wait, yeah, you lose out on that. Oh yeah, you lose out on that. You lose out on that theme balance. Oh yeah, that's why.
I don't have dex.
No, but it's the fact the warder can get their intelligence to reflex and initiative, but feedbound marauder loses that. That's why.
Yeah,
Wow.
if I recall.
Yeah.
Okay, so as for like
It's okay.
generally either like resting or just like lumbering about, trying to see if you like spot anything interesting or useful, you begin to notice certain like signs, not words, but mostly like carved pictures and whatnot, and you get this like feeling sense as like breathe in that essentially this place was dedicated is like a temple of summoning.
Lots of summoning around here.
Especially since like you feel like something in your bones, and especially since you have already seen many different things that indicate there is like the veil between the dimensions, between the planes of existence is pretty thin. So yeah, here this place feels almost like a focus for summoning. And you also notice fresher signs. Specifically, you know what? Yeah, on the like blocked like gate slash door, however you want to call it, like definitely freshly carved signs. Probably using magic, because you realize that each one of you reads these signs in their native language. So Goblin reads it in Goblin, Orcs in Orcish. Which states... they would leave in terms of information?
Get scammed. There's nothing here.
Probably because they were also in rush, so I imagine there's really something very simple and very quick to carve. Don't open danger ahead. Actually, they would even go, don't
Of course.
open danger below. Oh.
Uh,
Oh, you know that means,
Don't
right?
danger
Yeah,
open
it's
danger.
don't danger open below.
Oh, you know what that means.
Well, this man can't stop me because I can't read.
How much strength do I need to put my foot through the door?
Strength, you say?
Oh, what a surprise!
Yeah.
Actually, when you try to pry it open, it opens. Apparently, someone just thought that leaving warning message will be enough. Or rather, no. For them, they made the message in terms someone with a survival instinct will come through and decide to listen to this advice.
Please,
What
we're
fools.
adventurers. We wouldn't have a survival instinct if we weren't immortal. Hey, danger
Immortalist-
stuff means loot potential.
Which means money, which means more loot. And
Exactly.
more money.
Which means XP, which means get stronger.
Wait a minute. Oh, no, don't add up.
And you know what? Because you reached the mountains, technically we did not reach the we did not reach the monastery yet, but no matter what's gonna happen down there, this is a place that will be like it. This place can offer some information, especially regarding summoning and what the fuck is going on. So I'm gonna say, counting on what you will potentially learn next time, and due to the amount of travel you did, and despite the fact that your encounters this time were like really good, and you found like stuff to support aid your journey, I'm gonna say this qualifies as a milestone. So you level up.
Nice.
However, I'm gonna say straight up, I don't have the encounter prepared. I have a rough idea what you will find below there, because thematically what sort of creature will be down there, but I just have to prepare that.
It's like, don't go down here, there's danger.
I mean, hey, I mean, I hope that you will still go down there, because again, loot being loot, but you also
We're here to explore, so if
you-
there's danger down there, we need to know what it is.
you have also
Exactly.
potential for finding information about what the fuck is going on here.
Exactly.
Yeah, because I hope that you are like getting some ideas, or like you are catching the coincidences and clues that are being thrown around.
Sure.
If I say yes, will you throw more at us?
I think you may need a hammer.
I mean, that's the fucking problem. I already think I'm making this very no. What's the word I'm looking for? Fuck.
Obvious.
Maybe I wouldn't go immediately like obvious, but I'm making this very on the nose. Like I'm not like subtly hinting that, hey, this might be something, you know? Like I'm not doing this subtly, I think, but so.
Yeah, we'll see.
But it's.
I need to
Well,
make some fucking
let's put it
food.
this way.
Your call.
I have it. Like I have ideas on what's going on, but it could also just be I need the subtlety of Azrak.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, I also
Same.
know I'm not. Convoluted.
I'm not saying anything
complex-
against you. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I
I mean,
might not be getting it.
but I also know like if I try to like run convoluted, complex, intrigue plot a la Game of Thrones, that will fucking fail because I don't. This is like not something I, like. But yeah, as a reminder for level up, you roll. If you roll below your average, you take average for hit points.
Mm-hmm. Which is why I'm happy I rolled an 8. Hey, stop styling on me.
I mean, you still got a
I
max.
need. Yeah, I know, but still more, you know.
Well, sounds like me. I need to spend some time retraining.
Uh-huh. By the way, I'm gonna go make some food. I've been procrastinating on that, so.
No, you
Okay.
D&D.
I fucking hate how much I want to play a War Priest.
The only issue that I have with War Priest
Yeah.
is that it's a half caster.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
I mean, God, if there's one thing that's overpowered as fuck in 5th edition, it's bards being full casters now, especially since you can go College of Swords and basically be a fighter with full casting.
Oh god.
Yeah.
That's sort of why I like the Ward Priest, is because they don't have quite as high BAB as like a pure martial, and they don't have like as good spell casting as full casters, but they're just somewhere in between, and that
Well,
makes
War Priest's big thing is their swift cast their own buffs.
yeah. So I really want to play War Priest.
Cast solo buffs.
Yeah.
So good.
I really want to play a War Priest, but I think I'm gonna have to wait for whatever game we have on Saturday.
What's Path of War do? Is it replace
Priest.
So
their spells?
So what happens is that the War Priest gives up focus weapon, sacred armor, and aspect of war, their capstone. They also get 1 fewer spells per day.
Okay, so they still get spells. Interesting.
Yeah, they still get their spells. They lose out on all. Their weapon proficiency takes a hit. A Warpath follower gains proficiency with their deity's favored weapon or single martial weapon of their choice, in addition to his standard weapon proficiencies. Okay, ignore me. This weapon is his favorite weapon, so you basically choose a weapon and you get to use that as your favorite weapon for maneuvers. You know 3 martial maneuvers, and I think the maneuvers are similar to how what is it? Whatever Julius's class is, the one where it's pretty random.
Mystic.
Yeah, that. So
Do
they
get
get
animus?
Pardon?
Do they get animus?
No, they just get the. They get up to 5 eventually set maneuvers readied, but they otherwise just randomly like get their maneuvers given to them in combat. Other than that, they do gain weapon focus with their favorite weapon. So yeah.
Guess what I get at 5th level?
What? Oh
Ghost
yeah, I saw that.
Ghost touch.
Ooh.
I mean, for me, it makes kind of sense that you have had an encounter with a ghost and decided, you know what, that motherfucker is gonna get hit full force next time.
Class feature even, not just me picking it. Or archetype feature, but it's just like, your demon arms count as having ghost touch now. It's like, oh, okay.
Nice.
And
One more level.
I guess +2. Did I replace? I guess yes, I did.
Yeah, because you guys should be level 5 now.
So,
Yeah, one more level, I get to have fun.
oh, I get to have a lot of fun now because I get my stance.
What you get at level 6, Sinful?
I get pounce.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So that's the fact that you can charge and make a full attack?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Fuck me.
Just that.
So what you need to do is you need to have enemies that are within 10 feet of him, like that are 5 feet away from him.
Or just give them like, just assume they're gonna take 100 points of damage, so just give them extra 100 points of hit points if they don't want to die in one turn.
Well, well, that might be good because of what I get to do is I'm grabbing a stance that gives me a constrict damage when I grapple something.
I mean, not every enemy, but I'm pretty sure I still have to like ensure what I want to have down there, but the biggest body down there will definitely be like, yeah, I wanna give him some stuff to make a more
I'll
dynamic
admit,
fight.
for some fights and bosses, I have it not as they have HP is they have this many hits, and so like, say a crit gets hit, that would count as 2 hits. So say I make a boss that has 15 hits, it could be hit 15 times before it dies.
So good news. I don't get more racist.
Nice.
What was that?
He doesn't get more racist.
Oh, okay.
He's
I
a
was wondering
racist
about
class. He's a ranger.
that. Oh yeah.
Instead,
that is
ambush
racist.
tactics get more sneaky-like.
Oh, I get a very interesting stance, which I'm sure is not going to piss off the GM at all when I'm stabbing from halfway across the map.
I will say in Wrath of the Righteous, the ranger that you get for who she is, the fact that she has favorite enemy human is hilarious. But that's also a very good choice because that's like yes.
Yeah.
Like if you're playing a ranger and you're not in a specific you're fighting this campaign, undead is a very good one to get. Because undead is a very blanket field.
That's why I'm taking a point in Ranger right now, but I'm taking an archetype. I'm picking guide. I can choose what enemy I want to have it.
Nice. Let's see. Undead is a good one. Any of the outsider ones are good because those are a large field. Like, it's so good in the Wrath of the Righteous. They had to split up favorite enemy demon into multiple types of demons, or else everyone would just pick human and demon.
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
Yeah, that was a design choice because they didn't want every ranger to pick favorite enemy demon.
Yeah, which makes sense within the context of Wrath of the Righteous, where you know that you're going to be fine.
It's just the idea of like we know this is in Pathfinder. We did this as a gameplay choice, so like you at least have to pick multiple types of demons if you want to do that. And they even added in the archetype that hunts demons specifically. It gets them all anyways.
Yeah, the Demon Slayer Ranger.
Yeah. So it's like you could even get them all anyways. You'll just be focused on only demons. Yes, God, Wrath of the Righteous is hilarious with my Wail of the Banshee main AoE. I can cast it, I think it's 8 times a day now.
Oh, Jesus.
Need to pick up my laundry, so yeah, thanks for the session.
Yeah, we're done for the session, for the proper session, so yeah, thanks.
Yeah,
I might be taking some inspiration from 5th edition in regards to actions and how the fight can be dynamic, but should be interesting.
Taking a bit from Mythic as well, I like to give enemies multiple initiative rounds.
Oh yeah, I was thinking about something similar, that different types of actions. I would like slightly adjust that because, especially if this will be like one enemy against the group, so having like a multi action and whatnot, so it makes like a more dynamic.
Yeah, sucks that it is fizzling out mostly because it was fizzling out and because of work. But I honestly think my favorite fight in the FFG20 was the one against the Lich thing that you guys fought with the demon wall.
Yeah, that was a tough fight.
So that's probably the funnest fight I had out of all of them.
Yeah, I think here I will see, but I think I will just go like because I also like watch a lot of like World of Io from Brett Ultimus, and like in his case, I realized that sometimes the enemy doesn't have to hit hard, but the more different mechanics you stack and different actions and huge
The other good thing,
pool of
especially
HP.
for newer players, but just in general, lower AC but higher HP.
Yeah, that's also a thing.
Because, like,
Yeah, I
players being
get
able
what-
to hit things is what's fun.
I get
And
what you're
so-
getting at.
So just like change it so that it's still basically roughly the same survival rate,
Yeah.
but like
Yeah, especially since you know that D20 at early levels tends to be like very fucking irritating, and you can like miss a lot.
well, even with like say Pathfinder and looking at, for example, Wrath of the Righteous, fucking 39 AC on a mook. Like that's how much AC my skeleton bro has, and he has full plate and a tower shield. This fucker was an archer.
Yeah, I feel like heavy armor tanks in Pathfinder generally don't tend to do well compared to Dex tanks, and it annoys the piss out of me.
Yeah, anyways, I think I'll also be like bouncing. It was like a slightly slower session with loot, but sometimes it happens.
I heard that sigh as, and I'm not saying anything specific. I'm just complaining about game mechanics.
I didn't even realize I said anything.
Oh, I
I'm
just heard an exasperated sigh, so I figured it was because of me.
Maybe from
Nah,
me, I don't
I
know.
was.
Yeah, I also will be like going.